Hello, beautiful people. My name is Neoni362. Welcome back to Let's Play Edgeworth Investigations. In the last episode, what do we do? Wait a second. We figured out that Miss Melly's testimony is wrong. We finally figured out that Mr. Hicks was killed before they landed in Zangfa, which throws her testimony all out the door type thing. And this episode, we're going to confront her most likely and see if she actually, what she's hiding. What else she's hiding. Well, let's save, I guess. I just remembered I haven't saved for a long time. That's not a good thing. Anytime now. Okay, cool. And she's back asleep. Why can't I nap like that? I would love napping standing up like that. That's probably a really big skill. Miss Melee? Miss Melee! Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zangfa? Huh? I love her now. Well, then again, her smile creeps me out, so. You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zangfa. Oh. Miss Cammy Melly! Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. I don't trust her. No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Melee. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Did she literally just beat us over the head because she just called herself an idiot? Was she smart for calling herself dumb? Why can't I do that? This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well, Miss Melee, if you please tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when your body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. So that's useful information right there. How's a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? How is anyone supposed to react to that? Miss Miller, wake up! And she fell back asleep. She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd have to press. I don't know where to press, though. I'm gonna press where it's like, yeah. Isn't there something like from 4 to 5, though? I'm gonna press here. I just want to see what happens. Miss Melee, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! I'm awake, I'm awake. And then she falls back asleep. Please whip her. Okay. That works too. Oh, what did I miss? Poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. Okay, that was useful, but it was really funny, so I'm glad I did it. I regret nothing. So you were left alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Normally, I have no idea, actually, when they say this. Because I don't think big picture. Well, actually, I do think big picture, but I don't think like small things raised to big pictures. I think more big picture raised to big picture. But if memory serves, didn't Tenero go inside at that sometime like that? Because I feel like she did. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6. I'm pretty sure Tenero went there. Because of the iFly suitcase! Yes! I get it, remember, the suitcase was inside the thing, so Tenero bought one before Tenero bought one, and she bought one. That's like all I got. Never mind, I'm being an idiot again. Okay, I thought I had it for a second. And then that happens. Enough of your foolishness. Now hurry up and show us the real evidence. Guess this wasn't an eye-opening as I thought. Oh, did you say something? Finally awake, are we? What do you mean? I've been awake this whole time. I really want to sleep like her. Aw, it's alright if you're sleeping, pal. Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you, and wake up! Yeah! Forever wake up! Enough with the clowning around. This is my show, and I will resolve the contradictions as I see fit. Yeah, 3 to 4. I'm just gonna press everything, I guess. That's probably the closest thing I got. Melee, wake up. I'm awake, I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why is it my fault? You can finally put that drip to an appropriate use. 3 to 4 in flight attendant's room. Okay, so I'm supposed to press and get something, and then I'm supposed to raise the objection, I think. Between the hours of 3 and 4. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating, then having a most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way, sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Seriously? Okay, so it has something to do with this. I'm not quite sure. Suitcase. I was supposed to present the suitcase receipt. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot about the suitcase receipt. Mark 1 to the stupidity counter right there. Remind myself to do that. Anyway. Okay, stupidity counter. Okay, so let's go. Let's just press the receipt now. And okay, yeah, I had it right the first time, but like I wasn't thinking. I thought like suitcase. I didn't forget about this. Huh? A receipt for what? It's for the suitcase Mr. Nero bought. Now if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Mr. Nero! Yes? When did she get over here? Huh? Why is the killer here? Thought you'd have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Ooh, nice music. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Melee there at that time? Nope. So Miss Melee, where were you between the hours of 5 and 6? Asleep. Sleep. That's of course right. Cammy Melee! Oh yeah, the bathroom. There's a bathroom on this thing? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. Probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. Don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. Did she gun to the bathroom? What are you gonna do? You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Oh, well, this should give us the chance we need. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm none of the crew. But you'd think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know. And if you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Dang, she's good. She's good. Please leave Mr. Nero out of the conversation. Only you are under spuds. Only you're under spuds for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. I'm gonna forget I ever heard that. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of... I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. That was a little too fast. Now's not the time for the sword talk! Dang! I know you're suspecting one of the crew. You think that maybe you should also suspect... She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to press this part. Or at least get a contradiction in this part. And what are you in charge of, Miss Melee? Sleeping. I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count. But I spend so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. especially those who speak Borginian. She is the only one on this flight who is fluent. I don't think that's a good thing. You mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place? What did you expect? What else could I have meant? Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. She's fluent in Borginian? Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian. Oh! Ooh, that's interesting. Wait, can I... No, I can't. Okay, there it is. No! I didn't want to press. I already know what's wrong with this. Yeah, Borginian stuff. Do stuff like translate things. Borginian, member, crew, Borginian. Take it, your job, Borginian paperwork. Totally put my weight out of here. I should ask her for a few more details about her work. And that's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda's very suspicious. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? The only thing I abstract here is the landscape inside your head. Ah, I get that. Okay, so I'm supposed to press this and talk about the one where this thing might have been forged. Which one? Oh, it was this one. No, it was this one. It was this one. Got it. Got her. So, you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct? And she's asleep again. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Studied abroad in Borginia for a while. Wake up! I don't have time for this! If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? Ooh. We got the good music. It's a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. Blanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Melee. I think Melee is part of the smuggling ring now. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph Red could not have occurred. Sure, why not? Wake up! Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you! Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, man, this is interesting. This got interesting. It is exactly as you say. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Is she blowing bubbles? Is that her thing? Really? All you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. Yeah, well, actually, it doesn't surprise me if she didn't do that. So sorry about that. It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that. Objection! If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding the smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? Why does she hate Rhoda so much? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. So perhaps there is some element to a setup at play in this case. Did she just fire bubbles like they're bullets at us? What are you talking about? What the heck is that supposed to do? Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you, I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plane was to push all the blame for the crime into her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning. We will talk about that next episode. So if you like this, please like, subscribe, comment, and please, I'll favorite, do things, and I'll see you all next time. Sneon362 signing off.